Scorpio season has just arrived. And of course, this is where you're going to get real private, real deep, and real personal. And of course, if you plant bad seeds, you're also going to experience a full moon circumstance situation scenario where this can be bad seeds planted in your motherfucking house or your actions and reactions. Now, wherever you got Pluto at, aka wherever you got Scorpio at, these are the areas where you need to be very privative, secretive, and of course, you need to basically start changing shit up and switching things around. Of course, building your own shit. Now, if you got Scorpio in the first house, you're gonna get real private and real deep and personal when it comes to your privacies, putting yourself first, and of course, try not to put yourself into a situation of being too selfish, for me, because you never know that help can be around the corner, but you can be basically very closed off. So you gotta basically bring the equilibrium and balance, for me. Play 50-50. But of course, the people, places, and things that you're related to, try to get real private with them. Try to get real personal with them. But of course, put yourself into a situation where 50-50 is shared. Of course, you're not in a situation basically separated from the world. Second house, you're going to get real private, real deep, and real personal when it comes to the things you're valuing, whether it's a resource, whether it's a job, or a circumstance situation. Put yourself into a situation of learning how to transform these things, and of course, putting yourself into a situation of finding the deeper meaning and reasonings when it comes to these things that you're basically having an intense desire for. Because of course, Scorpio don't like this house, so you can put yourself into a situation of getting transformed by the shit you're valuing. Be aware of that. Third house, you're gonna put yourself into a situation of getting real deep, personal, and private with your surroundings and your environment, and of course, people, places, and things that you're familiar, closely connected with. Put yourself into a situation of realizing that the grass is greener on the other side. So the individuals that you're fucking with right now in your environment that don't fuck with your energies, learn how to separate and detach. You'll be alright. Fourth house, you're gonna get real deep and private and personal when it comes to home, foundation, and privacy matters. Put yourself into a situation of try not to get too deeply rooted into that area. Focus on your status, focus on your goals, and of course, seeing your way out of that situation. This way, you won't have to be put into situations where you're getting hogged down by family or home matters and shit. You can have a foundation or a status that you can basically withstand and withhold on the outside. Fifth house, you're gonna get real private, real deep and personal with your privacy and your investigation when it comes to your creativity. Fifth house. Try to relate this to the public. Don't put yourself in a situation again too selfly advertised. For me, because you need to connect with an individual. For me, Scorpio season is where shit is behind closed doors, so that ego shit ain't gonna work. Fire ain't gonna work with the water right now. Baby, you gotta basically connect with a group. Sixth house, things that you're gonna get real private, personal, and deep with your routine and your details. Feel me? Try to take power control over your routine and details. Don't allow nobody else to take power control over the shit. You need to focus more on your health, because you can fuck your health up by eating wrong shit and get real deep and personal and private with things that you do in a day-to-day routine. Try to bring more fantasies into that shit. Bring more illusions. This way you can get more creative and not get stuck into a routine. Now, when we got Scorpio in the seventh house, you're gonna get real private, real deep, and real personal with a relationship, a partnership, or something that you're relating to. You might have to get real selfish if this person is not catering towards deeper connection or deeper intimacy on the emotional level with you. You might put yourself into a situation of being too too secretive with this individual, or too compromising with this individual, but this motherfucker is not basically helping you out, or basically catering to your shit, or y'all not working out. It's like something is happening where your shit not working out. You may have to detach from this individual real fast, and you be alright. So you might have to get a little selfish. You might have to just do shit for yourself. You may just have to connect it with yourself. So yeah. Also, Scorpio in the eighth house. You're gonna get real private, real deep, and real personal when it comes to deep desires, deep interests, and of course, deep interactions with things that you basically desire for when it comes to money, materialistic natures, and of course, this can put you into a situation of basically wanting to value these things or value your desires and shit. Put yourself into a situation of valuing the right things if you got this in the eighth house, because you're gonna have the power to basically cater to these things. But you can basically put yourself into a situation of going to the extremes. So put yourself into a situation of valuing the right things when it comes to bringing stability in life. You'll be at. You got this in the ninth. You got this in the ninth house. You're gonna be basically getting real deep, real personal when it comes to your experiences, your morals, your principles. You're gonna get real private with these things. You need to put yourself into a situation of getting more surrounded in your environment and basically getting private with individuals in your environment. Because you're going to be basically putting yourself in a situation getting real deep and real personal when it comes to the experiences and shit like that, that you basically put yourself out there to. But of course, try to remember about your environment. Feel me? You can go too far. Feel me? You can basically be leaving this world. Try to basically look on your environment, build your environment. You can basically build a foundation too with that. Now, Scorpio in the 10th house. You're gonna go to the extremes of overindulging and getting real private and personal with your status, your goals, your ambitions, your career, and your goals. Put yourself into a situation of basically taking care at home first. You may basically maybe chasing all the goals, all the relatabilities when it comes to interactions with individuals. Might be interacting with people, places, and things that got kids and shit. Take care of your kids at home. You're gonna be alright in this situation. 11th house, you're gonna get real personally invested towards groups and shit. Try to be a little more self-assertive. This way, everybody wants to steal your ideas. And 12th house, you're gonna get real